Peter Roper, Program Manager of the Environmental Center's Transportation Program.
Okay. So do you think your personal change will contribute to a greater change at CU? So what you believe in?
Yes.
How so? How so? You make this really hard.
Because one change is just enough. And I know that because it's change for myself, and that's largely what matters here. Let me just start right off the bat, though, and say that I'm not 100% certain that we are in any way influencing global warming. Global warming may have been happening for thousands of years, well before us. This may just be a little phase that we are going through that our species happens to be alive in, okay? So I'm not necessarily bought into the fact that the humans are in some big state of control over this planet. We tend to populate the planet in this majority, but not necessarily in terms of all the biological organisms on this planet. So that's my little preface. In terms of, our species' awareness of global warming, I think it's going to take a catastrophic event. I have very little faith in our ability to turn around global warming by turning off lights and buying hybrid cars.
Why is a personal change enough?
Because I'm a part of the whole, and I'm changing myself. So as a result, I'm changing. And I realize that because the changes that I make in my life that are so-called sustainable make my life sustainable and thus far more enjoyable.
Could you give us an example of what you mean by that?
Yeah, I sold my car, and I spent the entire amount of the money on a pimp camera. I spent way more money than I was supposed to on a camera, but because I had that money, because I sold my car, and I love it. I also have time to read and sleep on the bus. I slept all the way to the Boulder station the other day because I was completely exhausted. Rather than writing about someone in practice.
All right. What would you say, how would you say you identify with the earth? Meaning, what would you say is your relationship with the earth?
I'm made of the earth.
Could you elaborate?
Sure. I'm part of the earth. It's all one big system, and I'm just a part of it.
If you had one thing that you could say to college students at Boulder and around the nation to lower their impact, what do you think they could do? What is a simple thing that they could do to lower their impact?
Oh, it's definitely like Tracy said. On the super practical side of things, think about where you live. It affects everything. It's a major chain reaction. The closer you live to, if you could walk everywhere that you had to go to enjoy your life, you'd be a whole lot richer. That's for sure. But really, that in the more philosophical side of things, just think about what you're doing. Think critically about whether it's really necessary to do certain things. Taking reusable bags to a grocery store is fine, but why are we doing that? Why are we eating food out of stuff that's been packaged 5 times before we even see it? Think about some things here.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay.